What are you doing New Year's Eve? Are you sticking around, ready to take on the traffic, the road closures, the sea of humanity that you'll find here in Dubai, or are you looking to get away from it all and turn turn it into a long weekend? Because if you play your cards right, take Friday off and you could have, a 4-5 day weekend? Plenty of time to get away. So, are UAE and GCC travellers doing exactly that? Are they heeding that advice? Let's get the latest from the Chief Business Officer at Wego. Mamoun Hmidan joins us now live in the studio. Mamoun, thanks for joining us and thank you for your time this morning.
Morning, and thank you very much for having me.
Listen, always good to catch up with you as you look at the data. Wego obviously looks at the latest data with regards to what travelling trends are looking at. What's the end of the year look like for you? What are the trends that are developing?
Actually, I think the trend started almost 2-3 weeks ago when the school holidays started. So in the UAE specifically, I would say, among the region here, many families are enjoying almost a 1 month holiday with lots of options for people to travel and plan their trips around that. So we've been trending up, I would say, for the past 6 weeks. In terms of numbers, we have seen an uptake of 15 to 20% in terms of searches and bookings happening compared to the pre-season, I would say, compared to September, October, up until like mid-November. The noticeable thing I would say is more focus on short haul, mid haul, rather than long haul. So we see more travelers kind of considering destinations nearby, visa-free countries, easy-to-access countries, a good mix between culture and winter kind of famous destinations, the likes of Azerbaijan or Georgia or these countries which have been trending up the past few years, especially for people who would enjoy a bit of change of climate and snow. And so that's been what we have seen so far.
If we take the New Year long weekend or the potential of a long weekend for New Year as an example, a lot of people looking at whether they should stay or go. I mean, who have been the standout performers in terms of destinations for travellers here?
So I would say a good mix between, countries of the diaspora. So it's more led by the diaspora living in the UAE. So you'd see lots of Amman, Lebanon, Beirut. You would see lots of Cairo. Noticeably Jeddah has been trending in the past few weeks, I'd say, kind of leaning towards the booking happening for the end of the year. And that's more because Ramadan is approaching early this year. So many people kind of use the good break now to enjoy some sort of like mix between religious and leisure travel to Saudi. Georgia is at the trend. Azerbaijan is at the trend as well. I would say the top ranked countries between for the coming 5 days, I'd say would be more around Cairo, Amman, Baku, Tbilisi, Jeddah, Dubai, of course.
Getting to those destinations brings in price constraints. We know that flight prices have been going up in recent times, and none more so when there is demand out there. Has that impacted in terms of booking? Are we still very last minute, or are we planning more in advance?
So the lead time is around 7 to 10 days, right? So consider it as a last minute. Prices are up by 20%, pretty much. Another factor which basically leading for those short-haul destinations, that there is more low-cost carriers options in the market for those. So many people are actually kind of tending to book those short holiday. They want to maximize it. Average booking rate, I would say, is around 500 USD for a return ticket. So I wouldn't say it's the cheapest for nearby destinations, but still pretty decent compared to the other long-haul destinations.
Which is interesting, isn't it? So if you talk budget allocation, I mean, as you mentioned there, we're expecting to pay more. Getting to these destinations at the moment, you're going at a very busy period of the year, and therefore hotel rates are probably going to be a little bit more elevated. So people obviously budgeting or allocating more budget, but they're willing to allocate more budget, are they?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, see, having last-minute kind of trend in the region here is something we are living with, and we don't expect to change, right? So every year we talk about it. Every time we talk about it, people still plan quite late and tend to book very, very short notice period or kind of close to the trip. But there is lots of connectivity options now in the UAE and in the market. Lots of low-cost carriers kind of helping the case. So I would say that's kind of balancing the rate a little bit. But on average, we're talking about 20% uptake now.
We know that price is a big driver for destinations. What about other potential drivers as well? We've seen the rise of the UAE passport in recent years, the power of the UAE passport looking to get to different destinations. Visa policies, entry policies, new routes, do things like that influence where people head to?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are so many destinations that actually build the whole proposition of the destination around the visa-free country, especially for UAE residents, right? So again, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Georgia, Azerbaijan, many of these countries actually came kind of a strong destination within the usual mix of destinations for preferences from travelers from this part of the world, mainly because of the ease of visa protocols. So yeah, I would say it is, the number 2 factor. Right after the price, right? So people will look for the best price, will look for the easiest place to access, and those are the 2 main things. Egypt enjoys a lot of travelers coming into the country just because of the ease of access for those who have the UAE residency.
Mamoun, before you go, I'm going to ask for a little bit of advice because a lot of people out there will be heeding what you've said there and said, you know what, yeah, I'll take Friday off. Let's get away. Let's go away for a few days. One thing we've talked about all this year, and in fact, just a few moments ago with Zofar as well, is dynamic pricing at the moment. That seems to be a thing. What's your advice to last-minute bookers when it comes to dynamic pricing? You got any sort of fixes or fits for it?
Well, there's no magic fix for it, right? I mean, I think use like search engines and try to compare and find the best available price that you can do and book it immediately. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, this will change, I think, with the power of AI in the future. I mean, many of us are kind of working now on figuring out how AI can help with all of this. But until that happens, I would say just make up the decision. I mean, it's already a few days before the holiday anyway.
Exactly. Listen, best from all the team down here to you and all the team at Wego for New Year. Happy New Year in advance. Really appreciate all of your thoughts this morning, but all your thoughts throughout the year as well. So thank you so much indeed for your support. That's Mamoun Hmidan, the Chief Business Officer from Wego, joining us live here on the Business Breakfast.